What happens when you have 4 knights versus 400 barbarians? I feel like we've seen this movie before. What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. In this iRate review, I'm going to be talking about Green Valley issue number 1, and this is written by Max Landis. He also has writing credits for Chronicle. He wrote the movie American Ultra, as well as Superman American Alien, which is one of my favorite Superman stories of recent memory. And what we find in Green Valley is a story that he's been kicking around in his head since he was about 12 years old, and it's regarding the Knights of Caledonia. So these knights are they are very accomplished warriors that have been conquested and then have collected around this one main leader. And we find them facing off against a barbarian horde, with really no cares as to what's going on. We see that in the dialogue, which is kind of funny, it's quippy, and overall the story seems pretty base at its own level. Once we get a little bit further into things, we find that the tide has turned on our main characters, as the city that they call home has been laid siege to, and has resulted in some drastic changes in the lifestyle and the real structure of these characters and where they're at mentally. And that's, I think, what the turning point is. That's the real flip of the switch for Max Landis, is that he's going to take this character, this main character, this stone man, and we're going to finally see him kind of get emotional because of what's happened to him. And I really can't wait to see where that's going to go. As far as the art style, the art is a win all around because Giuseppe Camuncoli, who's been doing the art on the Spider-Man books, is doing a great job rendering these individual characters. They're a little bit out of sorts, they're a little bit thicker, they're a little bit heavier, they're definitely something out of the norm, but that's really lending itself to the way that the story's being told. It gives it a little bit more of that fantastical kind of nature. And then when it comes to the old conflict, that's pretty awesome as well. I'm definitely a big fan of the way that this book is being rendered out and the art style, and it's one of the things that's going to keep me coming back beyond the story. As for the recommendation, I definitely recommend you guys take a look at it. Go into your comic book shop, flip through it if you haven't already had a chance, but definitely give it a little bit of attention because it's something that I think can develop over the next 9 issues, since it is a 9-issue mini, to be something very good. At least something that's very enjoyable. So that's my review of Green Valley, but I want to know what you guys thought of it too if you read it, so hit me up in the comments down below, and we can start that conversation. As always, if you like what you see, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe down there to get more news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows and games, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.